Travis, can you talk a bit about the specific financial planning and tax strategies that we might recommend and discuss with our clients who have situations like this?
Sure, Tom. So the list of tax planning tools has dwindled over the years, but there are still a few good options to consider, especially in light of the recent budget proposals and the higher tax rates that we've seen. One option is life insurance. Life insurance can be a good tool for estate planning. Generally, retirement accounts are very good at accumulating assets, but life insurance is very good at transferring assets. And the reason for this is life insurance death proceeds are generally income tax-free. So you could use tax-free life insurance, let's say to compensate your children, possibly for any money that's lost to taxes or money that you eventually want to go to charity. Another good option is a Roth IRA or the Roth Salary Deferral Plan. Unlike pre-tax retirement accounts, your contributions are taxable when you make them, but all growth within these accounts is tax-free. Many of you on the webinar today might be saying that, Travis, I can't contribute to a Roth IRA, and you'd be correct. You cannot contribute to a Roth IRA if your income is too high. But many of the universities that we work with allow for what's called a Roth Salary Deferral Contribution that can be made directly to the university retirement account. These contributions are not limited by your income, and in some cases could allow you to contribute almost $50,000 per year. You can see a list of some of the universities that we work with that do allow for this option. Now, it's not comprehensive, so if you don't see your university listed, you can talk to your benefits department or give us a call, and we can let you know if your university has this option. A third option, especially if you have charitable interests, would be to utilize a charitable remainder trust. Charities don't have to pay income taxes on retirement accounts like individuals do. A charitable remainder trust could be established to receive funds from an IRA at your death. And that would allow for your heirs to receive an income stream from that charitable remainder trust. Then when the trust terminates, any remaining funds will pass directly to your favorite charity, income tax-free.
So Travis, what can the folks who have joined us today do now to prepare for this change?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, I think it's a real key to do a beneficiary audit. As you mentioned earlier, this is something that people can do without an attorney. That has a very strong impact on their overall estate plan. And when you're looking at this, remember, retirement plan assets and IRA accounts pass to the heir through this designation, not the will. So you don't want to have the estate listed as a beneficiary, and it's almost always a good idea to have your spouse listed as a primary beneficiary and your kids listed as contingents if that's what your goals are. You also want to consider the Roth IRA if your income allows it, or the Roth Salary Deferral Plan at your university if it's available. And lastly, I would say if you're concerned about how this provision, the change in the stretch IRAs may affect you or your family, you can share your thoughts with your senator or local representative.
Now, these ideas are all worthy of consideration, but we can't recommend them to any individual without a better understanding of his or her individual financial situation. University professionals face very unique life and work circumstances. It is Filbrandt & Company's understanding of these factors that make us the financial advisory firm that you should choose. Hundreds of your colleagues at campuses nationwide already have. Join your colleagues who benefit from the guidance that we provide. This includes helping them to avoid making big mistakes like the ones we've outlined today, mistakes that can affect a lifetime of work and preparation. So again, the points of emphasis for you to remember from today's webinar are: elimination of the stretch IRA, when it happens at some point in the future, will have a major impact on your university retirement accounts if you haven't taken steps to prepare for it. And remember that you yourself can check your beneficiary designations to make sure they're not left blank or that they don't say my estate. Either of those circumstances will lead you to an unnecessary significant loss of a chunk of your heirs' inheritance. We'll be taking your questions in just a few minutes, so please continue to type them in the chat window while I'm talking. If you stayed with us for this long, you made a good decision. Here's the free offer I mentioned earlier. Our Filbrandt report on this topic is just being released today, and we will send it to you at no charge. Along with the information you learned during this webinar, the report will tell you what you need to know to avoid making a big, costly mistake. Just type report into the chat window followed by your name, and we'll get to the report out to you shortly. Or you can call 800-431-9740 and say you'd like to receive a free copy of the report. Or you can access the report directly on our website. Shortly, we'll post a special URL in the chat window which you can click, and it will take you directly to the report on our website. Our experts in the finances of university professionals will be visiting these universities in the near future. If you would like to meet with one of our experts in person, just call us at 800-431-9740. You can also type meeting into the chat box followed by your name now. Today's webinar is the latest stop on our 2016 Financial Freedom Tour. It consists of webinars, seminars, and in-person meetings. The objective? To share our wisdom on matters affecting the finances of university professionals just like you. Our next stop is Wednesday, April 20th at 4 p.m. Central Time for a webinar with our investment strategist, Robert Parham, who will be presenting his quarterly market update. Learn much more about the Financial Freedom Tour and the Filbrandt Advantage at our website, www.filbrandtco.com. And to respond to this or any of our offers, you may call us at 800-431-9740 or email us at webmeeting@filbrandtco.com. And now we will address your questions. Keep in mind that we may not get to all the questions today. If your question is not answered, we will follow up with you by email or over the phone. And the special URL for the direct access to the new Filbrandt report is on your screen. You can copy that down now. Or just click the link in the chat window for instant access. Okay, Travis, first question. Can you clarify what the Roth salary deferral is? I thought my income was too high for a Roth.
Yeah, so Tom, that's a good question. It's a common question that I get when I visit campuses. So a lot of people are aware of what a Roth IRA is, but they aren't aware that their university may offer this Roth salary deferral plan. And the main difference is a Roth IRA is outside the university, and it has an income limitation. So if you make too much, you can't contribute to a Roth IRA. But if your university allows Roth salary deferral contributions into the retirement plan, there is no income limitation, so everybody can contribute. And the maximum contribution is much higher than what a Roth IRA is. So as I mentioned earlier, if you have questions on whether or not your university offers the plan, you can either talk to benefits or give us a call and we can help you out.
Okay. Looking through questions, and another one here. You said to make sure that someone is listed as a beneficiary. Can I or should I list a trust as a beneficiary?
Yes, I think this is an important concept. We didn't talk about trusts, but naming a trust can be a very difficult and complicated thing. So what I would say is normally you don't want to list a trust as a beneficiary. But if you've talked with your attorney, your estate planning attorney who drafted the trust, and they have suggested special wording to name the trust as beneficiary, then certainly proceed with what their recommendations are. And you may just want to follow up and make sure that the trust that you have set up, it has the proper wording to be able to continue the stretching of that retirement account. Or you could be subject to those same losses that could be going away as Congress possibly eliminates the stretch IRA. So be very careful if you're going to list a trust, and probably I would say seek further guidance from your estate planning attorney.
Okay, and here's another question. One of my colleagues suggested that I should look into a Roth conversion. What factors make this a good idea in light of what you're talking about here today?
Yeah, well, a Roth conversion has a lot of the same benefits of contributing to a Roth IRA. So a Roth conversion, you're taking a pre-tax account and converting it to an after-tax Roth account where it'll grow tax-free. I think it's very dependent on someone's own tax situation, on whether that's the right thing to do and what their long-term goals are. But it could be a very effective tool, and I would say it's something at least to consider in your overall plan in light of the higher tax rate environment that we're in, and also some of the recent budget proposals. I think it may be a strong consideration for a lot of people.
Okay, Travis, thank you for all your input, and we want to thank you folks again who have been here for your time and attention today on this very important topic. Again, if you'd like more information, please call us at 800-431-9740. For Travis Cliff, this is Tom Mitzoff saying so long for now, and have a great rest of your day.